First up, we have John Allan. Please join us.
Good morning, everybody, and let me just add my thanks with Dave as well to our sponsors. It's very important. Now, I had a really great group. We were talking about vaccination. We had some great presentations from our colleagues in New South Wales who've been doing a vaccination program for people with serious mental illness, and then some assistance from our colleagues in South Australia who do the regulatory arm of vaccinations, and they talked about how we get through the hoops and how easy it could be to do that. And we came up with 9 recommendations. And then Lee told me we were only allowed to have 1. I wasn't speaking of that. So I'll do my best. But it was a bit of a no-brainer for us that we recommended that there should be a national vaccination program for people with serious mental illness, particularly focusing on influenza and COVID. And to do that, we need to collect the evidence, which we're doing through the New South Wales trial, but also have data linkage so we can get that done. We need to look at the international evidence. There are a few countries that have been doing this as well. It sort of came as a COVID thing that during COVID, Equally Well actually made a call to action around vaccinations, and we were actually able to influence the early stage of the Australian vaccinations where we were able to add people with serious mental illness to the list of those conditions where you got early vaccination. And then, of course, everybody got vaccination. So, you know, we have got some track record in doing that. We need to do that well. But also not to forget that in this world where vaccination is under some threat through vaccine hesitancy and through the erosion of the CDC and people whose name I won't even give at this conference, that we also need to think about the whole vaccination program, what that actually brings to our own physical health and what people are doing. And again, talking of that, drawing on that opportunity we talked about, you know, when people get admitted, you can go through the whole program with them as well and fix up their tetanus and do stuff like that. So we talked about that. And then, one more minute, we also talked about, of course, that the thing that was lacking, that is needed in these programs is the lived experience of why people want to or don't want to get vaccinated and how to help them get vaccinated. So that needs to be the thing the whole way. We've got great support from the regular vaccine programs. We need to partner with them to get that done. And really it's about those things where we need to train people to give vaccinations, then we have to set up to make sure that they can do the vaccinations, and we have to count and measure to get that done. And then there were some very good models of implementation from high resource to low resource that New South Wales have trialled that we could all trial. And you know, it turned out, of course, that in the discussion, someone who's running an over 65 service said, well, why can't we do that? And the vaccination people from South Australia said, well, of course you can do that. It's all set up. You've just got to apply, and you've just got to get the training, and you can set it up. And so, you know, there are opportunities even now without doing that we could do. And then the last one was that someone said, I must say, that could South Australia please finalise the draft physical health standards? It's very important. So thank you very much.